Hello, friends. This is Krista coming to you from the Pacific Northwest, here to talk about boundaries for people who have been traumatized and anyone who suffers from any kind of ritual abuse or MK stuff. And I think Hollywood is a great example of people who have probably been traumatized. And I know some of us have seen pictures or video images of people, what they call glitching out. I feel like this photograph is a good example about talking about this issue and topic. So the band, the photograph is of this band Maverick City. They're a gospel band. This was taken at the Grammys in 2023. And this photo immediately popped out for me as the musician in the white suit appears to be in a dissociated state. He's blanked out in his face. Take a look online, look close up at this picture because quality may not be great. But the man behind him has his hands on his shoulders, which to me looks like a form of being a handler standing behind him. I know they're both in the band, but it could be quite common to have a handler, in the band, or, if it's an actor, it could be another actor, or, producer and so on. If it's in a family, it could be a family friend or a family member. This is very common for people who've been under extreme trauma, is to insert triggers in the body. And the shoulder is a common place to touch someone, to put them in a dissociated state. So to talk a little bit about DID, dissociated identity disorder, and boundaries. So when a child is intentionally traumatized versus with a person who knows psychology, what happens is parts or alters are created, and those new parts are done under extreme duress, whether it's physical, beating or sexual abuse. Those parts basically take the abuse. So the person will watch the abuse from above their body and see what's happening. And they could call the person taking the abuse even by a new name in their mind. So those new parts create new character identity to take the abuse. It's a completely normal thing, DID. It is different from schizophrenia because DID can be healed. And basically those parts in DID can be used for jobs that the person is unconscious of. This is a form of control and mind manipulation, and it's basically a form of slavery to do things. The program will involve a variety of things. It could include touch, it could include a word, a color, a different name, to trigger the person or to render them partially or fully unconscious. So when I saw this photo, I immediately caught the member's shoulder, the touch, and the dissociated blank stare look on the man's face in the white suit. It could possibly indicate dissociation. Now, spacing out for long periods of time is not normal. As much as people say, oh, that's normal, it's not normal. It's called dissociation, spacing out, and it's different from daydreaming. So that means a person is having a hard time getting in their body, being in their body, staying in their body. They're floating above their body. I'm sharing this with people who may have been traumatized, who have issues with touch. If you feel uncomfortable with touch in certain places on your body or by certain people, learn how to set up strong boundaries if you haven't already. If you feel triggered after someone touches you, one solution is to step away for a moment, pretend you have to go to the bathroom, and then regroup. Wash your hands. Water is incredibly helpful for some people. If you could wash your hands or just let your hands run under cold water. If you feel like splashing water on your face, do that. The face is also very good. Water on the face is very good for the central nervous system. If you're a woman without makeup on at the time, go for it. I also really like box breathing, which is breathing in for 4 to 5 seconds, holding it for the same length of time, and then breathing out for the same length of time, and doing that at least 3 or 4 times, rotations. I find that really calms the body down and the nervous system down. So I would just say, just be aware of your triggers, be aware if you're triggered by touch or a certain person. It's common that, this person could be a friend, a family member, someone you work with, if you work with someone in person. Be aware of when you're being triggered. Touch is a really big one, and touch on the shoulders is a very big one. So I hope that this helps you create strong boundaries, and take a look online for photos like this. I think you'll find more. I know I did. And yeah, stay safe. And I don't like saying stay safe. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, stay strong and build strong boundaries. Have a good day.